much are the donuts?
They're free all over there, and then these are just still kind of our, did you see like Pete Portland weird, that spelled weird, you know? Duffy, Sam Adams, Duffy here, kind of brainchild. I appreciate you.
You represent all both sides of the story.
And then this is great. I love, we've never done Pac-Man before.
That is a cool. Oh, that looks delicious. I like the donut. I want mine to be. What is that?
That's
chocolate Rice Krispies.
Yeah, these are the only things that cost money.
We're talking a couple of remakes or something.
Portland is so weird. It's so weird.
It's an old injury. It's just an old injury. Right. Well, that, you know, our new place has a parking lot. I'm telling you in a little bit. Yeah, it's coming up. Like around May.
How are you? Good to see you. Thanks for being here.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm looking at Trashcan Joe!
thanks to Sam Adams and the rest of the Portland City Council for inviting these many representatives of my worldwide spirit family here into this place that they call home, City Hall. Up until now, you have been entertained by those symphonic scavengers of the scrapyard, Trashcan Joe. And coming up right now, I have assembled a somewhat stripped-down version of my proud circus troupe, Batty's Hippodrome, to entertain you as best we are able here beneath this high vaulted ceiling. The largest congregation of circus performers ever to appear in a Portland city government building without a set of matching orange jumpsuits. To open this evening's affair, I have brought my production partner, a Texan tamer who finds his joy in exploring the darkest corners of the globe and unearthing wildlife wonders never before seen by the eyes of man, other than, of course, the men who were there before he arrived. And he has brought with him, all the way back from the frigid forests of the Northwest, a sometime reluctant performer. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Creature and his erstwhile associate, Barnaby the Bear.
Good day. My name is Mr. Creature, menagerist extraordinaire, traveler, far-off lands, tamer of wild beasts. So it is my great pleasure to present for you an amazing act of animal ability, a veritable ballyhoo of balancing and bravery on confounding contraptions of certain catastrophe designed to dazzle and delight for your edification and enjoyment. So without any further ado, featuring the ferocious and fearsome, gigantic and grisly Barnaby the Bear. Barnaby, where did you get that tutu? No, you're supposed to be ferocious, remember, like we practiced. And now, for our first amazing act of animal abilities, Barnaby, the amazing balancing bear, will attempt to balance on this What are you doing? No. Bears don't make balloon animals. No, get rid of that thing. Come on, we got a show to do here. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Barnaby will now balance on this balancing ball. Barnaby, the amazing balancing bear, will twist a balloon animal while balancing on this 6-foot contraption of confusion on the rope of certain doom. Oh, come on, Barnaby. You don't want to let these nice people down, do you? Help me out here, folks. Stomp your feet on the ground and give us a drum roll. Come on, Barnaby. And good day! Come on, get out of here! Come on, now get your ass back here! Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Creature and Barnaby the Bear! We will very soon commence with the second act of this Weird Art Show, the finest collection of performers ever assembled in honor of a bumper sticker. But do not confuse this devotion to the unusual for a mission toward the bottom of the cultural barrel. No, for my proud troupe and I have traveled long upon the endless road, far enough to seek out also representatives of high culture, such as our next guest, a pair of performing pavlovas who have learned dance as a team since their beginnings in their mother's womb, and who we first encountered in a similarly confining space, the Russian opera. But to join us now, free, as we all shall be free, when the circus renaissance takes hold across the world. Ladies and gentlemen, the flaming heterosexuals.
turned on now, so unless you really don't want to, would you kind of stand up and just say, tonight, keep Portland weird, or something like that?
Sure. Tonight, keep Portland weird.